fun, I'm playing to win. Back on the wall, I'm ready for war. If I beat them before, I could beat them again. They thought I was done, I went on a run and beat all the odds and got even again. Watch what you say, I'm not one of them. When I jump in my bag, I could jump out the gym. Take a look at my legacy, I gotta let them see I'm out here winning, cause I'm on a mission. Put me in the game, cause the way I'm feeling, I honestly do not see no competition. I gotta get it, so it ain't no quitting. We jumped off the benches and jumped in the trenches. No one is better than all of us, and that's why all of us been winning from the beginning. It's more than a game, don't play with my name. You come with your goons, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. You hear the crowd, they screaming my name. I got the stadium going insane. Done with the talking, it ain't no discussion. You started, I finished, put me in the game. Put me in the game. Yeah, put me in the game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just letting you know that I'm not entertained. Hey coach, put me in the game. Your goals, I'm bringing my game. All of that talking just sound like a show, I'm just late.
From one of the loudest venues in the National Football League, you get a look there at GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium here in Kansas City. Tonight we close out Week 7 with a good Monday night matchup between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Kansas City Chiefs. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Herbert on the first play wants to pass it. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete. Well, these two teams met in Kansas City earlier this season with the Chiefs winning that ball game. So if they can win again here in KC, they would pull off the season sweep.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Got an open man. It's Josh Palmer. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. This defense for the Chiefs, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
He's going to be a yard short. Needed 2, but only got 1. 4th down. On 4th down, J.K. Scott ready to punt it away. This is taken at about the 14. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. This one complete to Lacy. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mahomes, and he rifles rifles one incomplete. Kadarius Toney is intended target, and it'll bring up third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Mahomes on third. He'll get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 11 more on that one, and another first down. They'll run for the first time with Kareem Hunt. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. This is Hunt on the draw play. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Attack, attack!
Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Khalil Mack, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. Butker's kick here is good, and the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure this should be a healthy, arrested, a focused unit, and they're working on a good winning streak. They had the week off last week. This is really a team, Charles, that should be in top form.
I would agree absolutely with that. What coaches worry about, what organizations worry about, though, is overconfidence. They've been playing so well, and now they've had that extra time off. And we've seen teams come back off the open week and come out flat. So what a lot of good coaches do is they kind of game plan for that with their teams. On defense, they may blitz more in the beginning to get them going. On offense, they may go more up-tempo. Anything to get them out of that lethargy right at the beginning.
A gain of 28 yards there and give them a first down.
This one was all about clearing space for this play to work because he's got to leak out of the backfield to his right, then angle his way up the field, and a really pretty throw to put it on him and create the big play downfield.
And a really good show of force there as he gets through for 4 tough yards.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
From just shy of midfield, Herbert finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. The Chargers' passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. That's going to be caught. It's Palmer. And a big gain that time. He's out of bounds on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They go back to the ground now with Eckler. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal.
If you're going to keep these guys out of the end zone, you've got to be able to commit to stopping the run. And that's a nice job there, getting the safeties involved in run support.
And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. So it's 3rd and goal now. This is where the KC crowd can make it very tough. Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Josh Palmer, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Here's Mahomes to throw. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. The Chiefs at 5-1 here in this early part of the season. They're in a real groove of late. Winners of 5 of their last 6.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. On play action, they'll throw. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. Running on 1st down, Eckler. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him. Chris Jones coming right up the gut. Gets in there for a loss of 9. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. There he goes right side. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, no surprise to see that one, partner. The league's #1 defense coming through with a huge pick six.
And it's plays like that one they've made them the most feared group to face this year. Offenses, they're trying to figure out how to work around them rather than work through them. Big-time impact playmakers scattered throughout the unit on every level, and they can change a game at a moment's notice.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
Now, meanwhile, here's a 2nd down throw that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Chargers have retaken the lead. And oh, he missed it. It's no good. And that will keep this a 3-point game. The kick unit on here for the Chargers as they will send this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe you give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. Open man, it's the tight end, Kelsey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mahomes going to hand it off to Hunt. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
Mahomes going to throw.
Swings this out for Hunt.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Chargers trot out their dime package, expecting a throw on third down. Now here's Mahomes. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he will have the Chiefs first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Mahomes now to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
Mahomes now on first down. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes.
And no hesitations, they go right back to Kelsey.
The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mahomes. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. They'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And he's going to go down again. Khalil Mack. 2 plays in a row now that he has gotten in there for the sack, and it brings up 4th down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Now a timeout coming here defensively. As on 4th down, may as well make him punt it. Butker's kick here is good. And that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission as we send you down to Orlando where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
And all deep in his own territory, he coughs up the football. And I think he was able to get back on it. He was. So they will get the ball after all, but that could have been a disaster. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Now Mahomes on the bootleg, out to his left. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. He was out there waving his arms. When you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Right back to him on first down. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I keep going back to him.
And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Mahomes. Trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a Charger TD.
Well, part of this defense now with multiple interceptions in this game, but this time they say turnabout is fair play because, remember, they had a pick six on the other side, and now they get a pick six of their own.
Yeah, they actually added to some of their nice play throughout this ball game. A good effort by them to secure another interception on this one. A better effort to take it all the way back for six. And how about an exceptional effort to match their opposition's pick six from earlier in this game.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive.
And not the first time that they're coming back out off of a turnover, but the last one really hurt Charles with that pick six.
And it feels like the whole team's infected right now, doesn't it? It's not just been one person. It's kind of been a group effort where the mistakes have happened. Can they put that aside, kind of start over, and put together a nice drive?
Now Mahomes gives to Hunt. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball. But when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted.
Picked off by Asante Samuel Jr. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
But defensively, you're over there trying to catch your breath and try not to show the offense that you're a little bit fatigued. You're right back out there after the turnover. Now they've got to work towards getting another couple of stops and forcing them into at least a long field goal situation.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, so far on this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Herbert now. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
Rosa's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further.
If you think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does, because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean up.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are going to take possession of the football. This defense, Charles, coming up with another interception. They have really done an excellent job of locking up these receivers.
Yeah, they're really on fire. They are actually doing what they talk about all the time, which is plastering to receivers when they're in their zones. They didn't give up a touchdown in the first half. Haven't done so here in this half either. Blanket in the field going all the way back to the opening drive, and they come up with a pick right there.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
He's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And he's going to take this one down to the 25. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Well, this play sequence was really kind of called in reverse. Incomplete pass on 1st and 10. Nice run on 2nd and 10 when probably everyone was expecting him to throw the football. Now, if you're the defense, what are they going to do on 3rd down? You're a little off balance.
Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted.
Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. So a potential momentum shifter there, working with a 2-score lead, 3rd quarter, but that, not the smartest of throws.
I would agree with you on that one because this game is still very much in the balance. It felt pretty one-sided to this point, but now, if these guys can turn this turnover into points, things could start getting a little more interesting.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. Had one tell me once, we were having a tough patch. This too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if I we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down.
I definitely like the play call. You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
On play action, it's Mahomes sliding out of the pocket. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And now here is another interception.
Picked by Kenneth Murray. And the Chargers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take it across the 50 and into Chief territory. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play. The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. Justin Herbert looking to pass. And he's taken down, a Chiefs sack. Chris Jones able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. Here's J.K. Scott now. as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, and what a play on special teams here. This is going to be down inside the 5, all the way down at the 2-yard line.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
I'll tell you what, partner, after he ices down, he's going to need a nice long soak in a hot tub after this one. He's been under duress the entire game.
And once again, hit as he throws. Fortunate that one wound up incomplete. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 61 yards rushing for him now on just 6 carries to this point. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Oh, he's got some breathing room. There he goes, left side. 20. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. So that's a really big play here in the fourth quarter. And don't look now, they're right back in this game.
Did it feel to you, as it did to me, that maybe they were a little bit soft in what they were lining up with on defense? Almost like they were protecting the lead rather than trying to make a play.
And now that lead is down to just 1 score. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to take possession of the football. So that changes things. You get the interception, and then to boot, a good return tacked on.
And really, it was down to him versus the quarterback on the return, and that's one you would think the defender would win. But a nice job there of seeing the play all the way to the end.
And he's going to bowl his way into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Chiefs have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that gives him a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown. Their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the fourth quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
But now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks. And he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. but a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as he'll be marked down a yard or two past the marker following a gain of 6.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Touchdown, Chargers. Gerald Everett, 33 yards. And the Chargers answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth-quarter lead. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The end result, 21 yards. Play action. Now it's Mahomes. They'll buy some time right. Locates Hardman for another catch. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Firing quickly, but it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now with the short passing game, you should be above 60% just to be in the average range.
Gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. And he's brought to the ground with another first down at the Chargers' 22-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. That one to the sideline, and a nice catch there. He stays in bounds, but a penalty marker is down as well. So the illegal forward pass also costs him a down, and now it's second and long. Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal. Out of the gun, they run him with Hunt. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Kareem Hunt, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Chiefs have yet again retaken the lead. Important extra point up and through. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The Charger drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play Phantom.
And it's a fumble, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone. 154 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Right back to him on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it.
And to me, the key to a wide receiver run like that is getting around the first edge guy. It's often like a punt returner. Make that first guy miss, because if you can do that successfully and get upfield, we know good things can happen. He's able to take that one into the end zone.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Charger drive about to get going. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, two-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back, and then score again. But they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly. Then they'll take it from there.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there, because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Herbert. And the Chiefs are going to get him.
George Karlaftis
In there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go to each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best. And I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.